Crime Alley Comics. Welcome to another comic book haul video. So I'm going to show you the books I picked up over the last week or two, and some other things that I picked up in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to start off tonight with some action figures, a couple of action figures, and a couple of ornaments that I picked up. So first I want to start off with this 1966 Robin figure. Picked this up from Target, ordered it online, got this and the Batman figure this week. This one's still in the package. This is the back of the package. Get the glare off of it so you can see it. There we go. Pretty cool looking figure. This is from McFarlane Toys. And then I also picked up the 66 Batman. This one I took out of the package because I have another one coming. My daughter picked up the Batman and the Joker, and I'm getting them from her. So this is the Adam West Batman figure from McFarlane. I do like this figure better than the one that Mattel came out with. This one's a little beefier looking. It looks more like Adam West. I mean, he wasn't that beefy, and this isn't either, but compared to the Mattel version, the Mattel version just looks way too skinny, and I really like the head sculpt and everything on this one. If you can see that, getting to focus here. It's thinking about it. There we go. Kinda. But anyway, so this is the 6-inch McFarlane Adam West Batman figure. And then of course I've showed you the Batmobile and the Batcave. So so that's a couple of action figures I got. Now, we went to Flea King Saturday, I believe. Batman just fell over. And I picked up a couple things there. And I don't remember if I had this or not, but it was only, I think, $5. So I picked up this, and this is from 2013. It's the USS Kelvin ornament. I don't remember if I bought this one or not. I may have. So, but anyway, I picked this up, and I already have this, but they had the 1991 Original Enterprise ornament from Hallmark, and I only paid 30 bucks for this, which is a bargain. I've been looking for a second one ever since I bought the first one back in 1991. And I was trying to get two in 1991, but they sold out so fast that it took me probably a couple of months before they ever got the one in that I purchased back in 1991. I had my name on every wish list in southern Indiana for Hallmark. I went to every Hallmark store I could find and put my name on the list to get this, and I finally got one. So, and this was 20 bucks back in 1991, and I paid 30 bucks for this one. The box and everything is in great shape, and I already tested the ornament. The ornament works great. It's in great shape, so I was really happy to find that for 30 bucks. So anyway, that's that. I did pick up another Hot Wheels Batmobile, the Tumbler. And that's pretty much it for action figures and ornaments. Now, I picked up some interesting comic books this week. And some of these came from, well, a couple of them came from Jake's Antiques, a couple of them came from Flea King. This one here, I believe, and well, and then I also have my pull list for my LCS. But I thought this one was kind of interesting. It's a Ross Perot comic book. There we go. So I thought, yeah, that's something you don't see every day, so I had to pick that up. And it's in really good shape. Revolutionary Comics is who put this out. And this is, I guess, number 6, it looks like. But, you know, who would have thought, you know, Ross Perot. So that's from, what, back in the 80s. Okay, now, I've got these just kind of mixed up, so. But anyway, this week I also picked up the Joker Annual number 1 for 2021. This is the A cover. And this is the B cover. Alright. I also picked up the Joker Presents a Puzzle book. This is number 4, I believe. Yeah, issue number 4. A cover. And for my wife, I picked up the Orville number 2 of 2. Also for my wife, I picked up Firefly number 34. This next one came from Jake's, I believe. This is Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 73. 1966. Good old go-go checks at the top. Love those. Now here's another interesting comic book, and I've never seen these before. I picked this one up at Jake's, and it's kind of weird. It's put out by Superhero Enterprises, and it's called the Superhero Catalog of Games, Books, Toys, and Puzzles. What really caught my attention was the Corgi Batmobile and the Batboat at the top there. But what this isn't really a comic book. It's more or less just full of comic book ads. So the stuff you see on the cover here, there are ads inside this comic book for all this type of stuff. There's some awesome ads in here for all the Batman and Spider-Man and Iron Man and just all different kinds of superhero collectibles, all in one comic book, and it's just really cool. I did end up finding, this is number 1, and I found online a little better one than this one, and also issue number 2. So I have those coming. So the next video, hopefully I'll have those and can show you those. Okay, next up, Star Trek, and this is number 16. This is from Marvel Comics. Now this comic book's not in all that great a shape, but it's one I didn't have, so I grabbed it. Alright. Batman the Detective, number 6, and if I remember correctly, there was only 6 of these coming out, so I think this is the last one. This is an Andy Kubert cover. Very nice cover. Detective Comics 2021 Annual. This is cover B. And I forget now who did this cover. Doggone it. Oh, yeah, Jason Fabok. This is a Jason Fabok cover. Batman 2021 Annual. And the Jason Fabok cover and this cover are cardstock covers. This one here is a Batman Annual number 23 from 1999. I picked this one up at Flea King, I believe. And then another comic book from 1966, Detective Comics number 358. Another one with the go-go checks. This one's not in great shape, but it's not in bad shape. I mean, it's not missing any pages. It's not got any corners broke off or anything like that, or any tears. Has a lot of spine ticks, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. It's got a pretty good collar breaking bend right there. But other than that, it's all intact. So, Batman Family Giant, number 15. And I don't remember what year this is from, but it's a 60 center. And it's, gosh, I can't remember who did the cover on this one. I want to say Jim Perot did this cover. Ah, yeah. There's a signature right there, J.A. And then I've been wanting to pick this book up for a while. And I found this one there really cheap. It's Batman number 304. Not in bad shape. It's got a little place right there in the cover where it's torn and peeled up. It's still there, but it's peeled up. But other than that, it's other than that, it's in pretty good condition. So anyway, that is my comic book haul. That's all I have for this week. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Let me grab something else real quick, okay? And I'll be right back. There is something else that I got this week that I have been wanting this for a long time. I can't believe I kind of spaced it, but I know I haven't showed this to anybody. But as you probably know, I love model trains, HO scale trains, and I love the Polar Express. Well, I have the G scale Polar Express, the plastic one, you know, that you put around the Christmas tree. I've got a couple of different versions of that. I've got the smaller plastic version that goes either under or on the tree. And but I've always wanted the HO scale so I could put that on my HO scale track. So finally, I broke down and bought, if I can get it where you can see it, the Polar Express. Sorry about the glare. HO scale train set. The main reason I haven't bought it is because they're not cheap. The normal price on this is real close to $400. And so it's like, you know, I don't normally spend that kind of money on, you know, one thing necessarily. So but I found this one on sale for just a little under $300, and I decided if I'm going to get one, I better do it now, because I'll probably never find it any cheaper than that. And believe me, I've been looking for years. I think the first HO scale Polar Express train that come out was somewhere around 2016, I'm going to say. And I've been watching them, you know, on eBay and Amazon and all that stuff for a very, very long time. Because I like the O scale and the S scale, But O scale takes a much bigger setup, and I already have HO scale track and other HO scale trains. So I thought, in fact, when they come out with the O scale, I really liked it, but I thought, well, maybe they'll come out with an HO scale. Well, a year or two later, then they come out with the HO scale. But the HO scale didn't have the snow on the rooftop. And so I was like, I really would rather have it with, because the O scale did have. And so I just kept watching from that point on. But, and I'll pull a car out just so you can see what one of the cars looks like. So as you can see, this one has the snow on the roof, and it also has the footprints on the roof. And I don't know if you can tell or not, maybe if I get it close enough. You see the silhouettes in the windows? If it will focus on it enough that you can see it. I don't want to get the glare on it, but kinda. Anyway, you can see there are silhouettes, and they're not just blacked out silhouettes. They're actually the painted, they're actually the characters from the movie. So I thought, well, that's really cool that they changed from just the blacked out silhouettes to the actual pictures of the people that were on the train. So anyway, I love steam engines, and I love the Polar Express and the story behind the Polar Express. And if you don't know a whole lot about the Polar Express, the 1225 locomotive that pulls the Polar Express was an actual train. Is a Berkshire 282 that was built in Lima, Ohio, at I can't remember the name. It's Lima something works, like Lima Locomotive Works or something like that. Anyway, so it was a real train. It was built like in 1941, and this train, the guy who wrote the Polar Express book, he went to the University of Michigan, and this train used to sit on display at the University of Michigan. And then they started a little train club, so to speak, and this train club decided they wanted to restore this locomotive. So the school ended up giving the locomotive, I guess, to this club, and they restored it and put it back into use, and it's been in use ever since. And I forget now when they actually restored it and put it back into use, but anyway, so every Christmas they have a Polar Express train ride, and they call it the real Polar Express because it is the locomotive that the one in the movie is based off of. So anyway, just wanted to give you that little bit of history, but I really love HO scale trains. And so this is like the ultimate, and it's Bluetooth, and DCC ready and everything. So I had to have this year. And so I have it, and I've already had it out and had it on the track and ran it and everything. And I should have done a video, but I didn't. But when I get it back out to run it again, maybe closer to Christmas, I'll do a little video and let you guys see what it looks like and sounds like and everything on the track. All right. So that is all I have for this week. I hope everyone has a great week. It's getting colder. COVID seems to be getting worse. I found out Saturday that my mom and dad and my sister, all three, have COVID. So please keep my family in your prayers. Me and my wife haven't got it yet. We've both been vaccinated, so I've already managed not to get it from my daughter, because my daughter got it a few months ago. And I was around her a lot at a birthday party, and I never contracted it. So anyway, I didn't get it then, and hopefully I won't get it now. And more so than anything, hopefully my wife doesn't get it now. So, and then this, last week was another interesting week. My wife's other brother, her brother Gary died a few weeks ago. Well, now her other brother Gary was in a major car accident, was in the hospital with a broken vertebrae, multiple lacerations, bruised knee, and they thought he might even have a broken hip, but I think it turned out he did not have. I think he was in the wreck Friday, and they released him today to go home. But when this all first happened, he couldn't move I think it was his right leg. He couldn't move his right leg at all, so they were worried about nerve damage and different things like that. He had some pretty good gashes in his head, but he seems to be recuperating now. But it's just been an exciting week. So anyway, so also keep my wife's brother Carl in your prayers, that he has a speedy recovery. And with that, I will let you all go. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. God bless. And we will see you all next video.